So we all know that Helldivers 2 is very reminiscent of ODST and pretty much just the game. You know, it's ODST but done well. But what if I told you there was another game from an even bigger series than Halo that would benefit very well from being Helldivers? Welcome back to the channel, all you losers and degens. And if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel, you loser and degen. Guys, my name is Operator Kelso, and I'm going to be talking today about how Helldivers 2 should have been Republic Commando 10 years ago. So if you don't know, Republic Commando was a game released back on the original Xbox. I don't think it came to PlayStation. Let's go with it. It didn't come to PlayStation. I played it back on original Xbox. It's a great game. It is a first-person shooter where you basically control one of four, I'm going to say stormtroopers, clones, which, don't fight me, clones were better than stormtroopers any day of the week. But with that, you control one of four, you go through, you do missions, during the Clone Wars. It was a great game. Everybody loved it. You can even see now, if you played the Battlefront 2 game, not the old one, but the newer one made by DICE, they pretty much took, and there is a commando unit on the clones that got added later. I'm pretty sure it was a later add. I don't think it was there at launch, but bear with me on timelines on that. With that, they pretty much just copied that character and put them in to Battlefront 2. And that is honestly, that's the thing, is honestly, I think they did do a remake, like not even a remake, more of a port to the Switch a few years ago. But let's be real, kind of like with the Coder thing, it's not so much a HD remake or anything like that. They're just porting them to the Switch because the Switch can run dog shit games. I mean, come on, Kingdom Hearts 2 is on cloud instead of just being. But anyway, with that, they brought that game over. They've never really done anything. Again, the Republic Commando game is loved by a lot of Star Wars fans. And let's be real, the Star Wars fandom is not small. I'd argue the Star Wars fandom is probably one of the biggest fandoms out there. I am a massive part about that. I think everything besides Knights of the Republic 1 and 2 is inferior products. And I've played pretty much every Star Wars product out there that's came out in the last few, I would say 10 to 15 years. I've played probably 9 out of 10 of them. They're all inferior. And that includes the MMO. And unfortunately, the Coder 2, Coder 1 remake has been scrapped, probably for the best. But the fandom is massive on that. And I really do hope that ODST and Republic Commando can take a look at Helldivers 2 and go, hey, this is what we need to do. Now, honestly, do you think I know? Do you want to know what I think will happen? And this is actually an idea that I got of earlier today, so it wasn't originally going to be included in the video, but I will throw it in there. I think Bungie will delay. If you don't know Bungie are the people who made Destiny. They also the people who made original Halo 1, 2, and 3, and Reach. And I think by the times they did ODST, right? Like ODST wasn't done by a spinoff series or a spinoff studio. Yeah, I fact checked that. They're made by Bungie. I didn't know if they outsourced that. But honestly, I think Bungie will take a look at it. And if you don't know, they're putting out a game called Marathon. And that is supposed to be an extraction shooter. I think it'll be Helldivers 2. Very much so. Because, oh man, I just thought about this. They knew Helldivers was going to exist. They had to have somewhat knew Helldivers was going to exist in the state that it is. Or they don't have to, but it's very possible. Because if you don't know, Sony now owns both Arrowhead Games, which make Helldivers 2, and they also own Bungie now, which Bungie always plays well with their publishers. Bungie just really needs to stop their shit. They need to realize that the publishers aren't always the problem, and that they're probably the problem. If you've been through 4 publishers at this point, and you all have problems, all of them, it's probably you. You're kind of like the toxic girlfriend who's always blaming the guy. Anyway, we're getting too much on Bungie. Republic Commando. I think would work great. Much like I said with the ODST, I think we should make it a first person. But you know what? Battlefield works in third person, and the Republic, and that could work in very well in the same state. But I do think somebody will take it over, and I think it will be Ubisoft. I regret that decision. I think that will be terrible, but Ubisoft has been getting quite a few Star Wars projects from them, and I can see it happening. Now, what I do know is there is actually a Mandalorian game being made by Respawn, which could be good. Respawn has not really ever missed, if you don't know, their long list of good games. They made both the Fallen Order games. They make Apex. They made Titanfall 1 and 2. I know they made 2. I'm not sure about they made 1. They also, fun fact, they were not at that point Respawn, but they actually made the OG Modern Warfare 2, but then that team had problems. That division left, and that's where Respawn came in. And then they made Titanfall 1 and 2. Yeah, that timeline tracks, I think. Listen, my autistic tick is game history. So yeah, we do pretty good with that. But I think either Respawn or Ubisoft will take over that project. I would love to see it. Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. But if it were to happen, I mean, we've got Helldivers currently right now. It is past Destiny's peak on Steam. It passed GTA 5 peak, which we all know GTA 5 to be one of the best games ever made. And it went more, and I played a lot of that game on PC and even on PlayStation 3 back when it dropped. Man, that game came out on PlayStation 3. No, 4. Yeah, 4. My bad. I blanked out there. I was about to say no. But yeah, dude, it came out on, did it come out on PS3? Fact check. Holy shit, it did come out on PS3. I did play that on PS3 or 360, whatever. Holy crap, that game is old as shit. And meanwhile, still pulling numbers. But that game is popping off. Now, I've also heard a lot of people talk about obviously servers issues for it. Dude, the game, no one saw that game being that big. But I think Republic Commando could be better than Helldivers because you can still have the aspect of, I think you should not, or even make a clone game in this arsenal. Like, you can do the Republic Clone Troopers, not even do Republic Commando. But maybe you know what? Republic Commando could be the campaign, and then the online actually just be Clone Troopers. That way, because I like Helldivers, because if you don't know how Helldivers works, when you die, it's not your guy respawning, it is Lore Cosmic. They're dropping in another guy. Yeah, he just happens to look like your guy again, but they're just dropping in a new person. That's why I actually find it really fun. You can go into the voices and make them be random. That way, every time he drops in, you're technically a new person. And that is chef's kiss to small things that they did with that game. But I do think a Star Wars or a Halo game would work excellent in this. Even if you didn't make it ODST, which it would have to be ODST, like just regular UNSC in the Halo universe. But again, the pods would make it ODST. But it is literally everything ODST. And Republic Commando had over 10 years to make, and they just haven't done it. Now, with that, I don't have much to say on it. It is a part 2 to the video I made yesterday. Guys, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and feel free to check out my other videos, and I will have another one out tomorrow, as I am currently unemployed, so we're doing the full-time content creator thing for a little while I am in school for that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.